Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Rahul Garg. In my previous video, we have learned how to insert data into database using ASP.NET Store Procedure. And in this video, we will learn how to display data using ASP.NET Grid View. And then we will delete our data as well. So now starting by creating a grid view so that we can display our data under this grid view. For this, I am writing first tr and then td. Here I will define my grid view, ESP grid view run at server. I will provide an ID to it like grd k. Now we will write the code for how to display the data in our grid view. For this we will create a new function like public void grid view show, and in this function we will write con.open con.close. We have already defined our con, that is connection, on the top of our page, and under this now we will write our code like SQL command cmd equal new SQL command. Here we will write our stored procedure name and then con. Now we will write cmd dot command type equal command type dot stored procedure. As we will again use stored procedure, so we have write here command type as stored procedure. Now we will write SQL data adapter DA equal new SQL data adapter. Now we will write data set ds equal new data set and then da dot fill ds. If ds dot table 0 dot rows dot count greater than 0, then it will do something, else it will also do something. Here ds.table0.rows.count is implying that if there is some data in our table, then it should be display, and for display we will write grd.data source equal ds and then grd.data bind. It will bind our data with grid view, and if we don't find any data, then we will give it as null. So now our function is ready, but our stored procedure is missing. So first of all we will create our stored procedure to display data. For this we will write create proc usp student show, and then the syntax will be same like as begin and end. and between begin and end we will write our SQL query like select star from student, as a student is our table name, and simply execute it. Now we can copy and directly use in our code. Now we will copy it and we'll paste it in our code like this. So our function is ready. Now we will call our function like this on page load. So every time the page is loaded, it will show our data. Now running our project. Here we can see our data is displayed. Now I'm going to insert one more row here, and address is merit. Save it. If we see in our record, we can see that database in our database it is inserted, but it is not displaying on our form. The reason behind this is that we have called the function on the page load but not called the function after inserting the data. So for this I'm going to call it again after the insertion like this, running our project again. Now inserting again ABC, age is 5, address is Ghaziabad, saving, inserting the data again. We will write ABCD, age is 6, and here we will write XYZ as an address, saving it. Now we will see that after inserting the data, it is quickly displaying on our web form, just because we have called the function after the insert. Here we can see. Friends, we can see here that along with name, age and address, ID is also displayed. There will always be situation that we don't need all the columns of our database. We need some columns only. For this we have to make some changes in our code. Okay, first of all we have to false the value of auto generate column, and then we will write some code here. Columns, and under this ASP template field, header text, header text will be the text that will be displayed on our tables column name, and under this we will write template field, then we will write item template, and under this percent hash eval, and the name, it will be same as the name that we have defined in our student table, like name, age and address. These are the column name which will be used here. Copying it, copying it, pasting it two more times, name, and here we will write age, and here address. Let's run it again. Here we can see that ID is not visible here just because we haven't mentioned ID here. Okay, now we are going to delete the data from it. For this we will write some more code here. Now to delete the data from our grid view, we will write the code. First of all, we will write on row command, and we will fire an event. Now we are going to copy this portion again, and then writing it. We will assign a link button here to delete. Lnk delete will be its ID. Run at equal to server. Text will be delete, and now we will attach a command to it. Command name equal, we will write cmd delete. It will help to uniquely identify what we have to do on clicking of this link button. And then we will write command argument equal, we will pass id here. The id will be the current id of the row. Eval id, and then closing this link button. And now on our cs file we will write the code to delete. For this I am going to write first if e dot command name exact equal to cmd delete, then con dot open con dot close, and then the same code like sql command cmd equal to new sql command, the name of the stored procedure for deleting, and then con, then we will write cmd dot command type equal to command type dot stored procedure, and then we will pass our argument, that is the current id. For this we will write cmd dot parameters dot add with value at the rate id, and then e dot command argument, e dot command argument containing the current id. That's why we have write this. Now our function is ready, but our stored procedure for deleting the row is still left. So we will write the stored procedure to delete our record. For this, write create proc usp stu and the student delete as begin and same like the previous procedures, we will pass here id, and here we will write our SQL query like delete table name, that is student, where id equals to at the rate id. Execute our stored procedure. It is completed successfully. Okay, now we have to do one more thing. We have to convert this e dot command argument string into int type. For this we will write convert dot to int 32. Here it will convert it into int type, and then cmd dot execute non query. Now we are done with everything. Now executing our project. Deleting abc. Let's check in our database. Yes, we can see that abc is deleted from here, but it is still showing here. The reason behind this is that we haven't called the display function after deleting the element, so we have to call it again. It is the name of our display function. Running again. Deleting Saurabh from here. Now we can see that it is quickly deleted. So friends, this is my video for how to display data in gridview and how to delete the data. I hope you enjoy the video. So please subscribe my channel and share the videos as much as possible. In my next tutorial, we will learn how to edit and update the data in ASP.NET Web Application. Thank you.